So guys, what's going on? OGR back with another video, and we got to talk about undrafted free agents. And there's a narrative being thrown out there by another Giants channel that I simply cannot stand. So I'm going to rebut this point. I'm not going to tell you the channel because he's not worth my time. All that being said though, I need everybody to drop kick that like button. If you like what you're watching, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It'd be an absolute pleasure to have you a regular part of the channel. And with no further ado, let's get into it. So here I am on Draft Diamonds. I found this real interesting article. Obviously, it was made September 3rd, 2019. So just after cuts here, 30% of the NFL is made up of undrafted football players. So that stupid narrative, oh, for every Victor Cruz, there's a billion Travis Rudolphs. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's not even funny. Don't sit there and talk out your ass because you don't know what you're talking about. And here it is. And here's a breakdown. 2019 NFL rosters by original draft slot. 30% is undrafted free agents. 14 is first round. 11% is second round, 11.1% is third round, 9.9% or almost 10% is fourth round, 8.6% is fifth round, 8.4% is sixth round, and 5.7% is the seventh round. You're more likely to cut a seventh rounder than you are an undrafted free agent, basically. Let's get into more of this. So, obviously, we know the list of the New York Giants undrafted free agents. And you know what? At the end of the day, I think we all want to get back to the playoffs. So, you know, you've heard me talk about Benjamin Victor. You've heard me talk about Austin Mack and all these other different Giants free agents, and especially at the wide receiver position. We're going to need some of these guys to step up and be contributors even day one. Dylan from LSU, there's a bunch. And to sit there and say, oh, well, you know, undrafted free agents don't matter. Let's go look at the Kansas City Chiefs for an example and why it matters. So here we are. Let me scroll back up here. On basically Kansas City Chiefs website. And an article written May 4th by B.J. Kissel. The Kansas City Chiefs have done a phenomenal job over the past 3 years adding talent to the roster. Obviously, we all know Brett Veach, their GM. And here's what he had to say. Over the years, the Chiefs have signed guys during the time like tight ends Demetrius Harris, Daniel Sorensen, running back Chandrick West, Santos, receiver Albert Wilson, linebacker Terrence Smith, as well as receiver Marcus Kemp and Greg Dieter a couple years ago, and linebacker Benjamin Neiman. Many of these guys have stepped up and made impacts at some point during their time with the Chiefs. Several other players currently with the Chiefs have signed as undrafted free agents. Other teams in their respective years, including key contributors on defensive lineman Xavier Williams, Arizona Cardinals 2015, and running back Damian Williams. Obviously, he opted out for the year, but he was signed in 2014 and made a big impact and has been a big impact and probably would have been the Chiefs' starting running back. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me. People don't do their homework and just come out with a lazy narrative. And that's what it is. It's a lazy narrative. And why do undrafted free agents matter? They matter because this is how winning teams restock their team. And no, not every undrafted free agent is instantly going to come out there and be a starter. Not everybody's going to be a Randall from the Vikings. But guess what? If you want to be a winning team and to be a consistent winning team going forward, as you fall lower in the draft pecking order, you are going to need these guys to come in and make an impact. And you've seen it for the Kansas City Chiefs. You've probably seen it for the 49ers. Different guys making different impacts on their team. And no, it doesn't have to be a starter. It can be a guy that's third or fourth string that has his chance. And you know what? The Giants, if they want to succeed this year, will need a free agent wide receiver to step up. That is just facts. You cannot go out there and just sign whoever you want. And that's what the Giants plan on doing. And I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I think it's a good idea. Because you never know. And yes, overwhelmingly, a lot of these guys are going to be cut. But I guarantee 1, 2, or even 3 undrafted wide receiver free agents are going to make this roster and have a big impact this year on the Giants. Mark my words. Either way, guys, it's been OGR Sports, and I'll catch you on the next vid.